Hey, Anthony, do you like my new shirt?
Sure, man. It's cool. Could have been better.
What was that?
I said it could have been better.
You want to fight about
Yeah,
it?
I do. Let's go, chump. Hold on a second. We don't need to fight.
We don't?
All you need to do is go to 86.com and choose from one of their many designs. Franchises ranging from Skullgirls to Street Fighter and even BlazBlue. And if you check out 86 through this Twitch channel, use 86.com/AFF4 to let them know that Mission Star Podcast sent you.
David Cage's fucker now.
All right. Moving on to our next topic at hand. This one is something that's more in your line of I won't say work, but knowledge, Greg, since you're into the Netflix. But recently...
Yep. It's like a cross promotion for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, Fahrenheit was kind of tight.
It was not. It was not.
This is written by Julia Alexander on TheVerge.com. Cuphead is getting its own cartoon on Netflix. Cuphead's beautiful award-winning animation is getting a new cartoon series from Netflix. Developer studio MDHR announced the series The Cuphead Show on its Twitter account this morning. The show is currently in development at Netflix and is being handled by the company's in-house animation team, according to Studio MDHR's tweet. The developer also suggested that fans will, quote, witness the wondrous inkwell isles as you never seen them before in an original series inspired by the classic animation styles of the 1930s, unquote. The show's premise will be familiar to anyone who played the award-winning Xbox game, which was praised for its incredible animation and developed a reputation for its difficulty. Netflix press release about the series further teases the show will actually encompass nothing, noting that the character-driven comedy follows the unique misadventures of the impulsive Cuphead and his cautious but easily swayed brother, Mugman. So, yeah, there's a Cuphead show happening on Netflix.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm fucking excited as hell about it because Cuphead's a fucking fun game. It's hard as hell, but it's fun as fuck. Like, if you haven't played Cuphead, you can play it on the Switch now too. So go do that.
Yay.
It is.
Get it on your Switch Lite.
God damn it. They had a speed run of Cuphead at obviously at fucking SGDQ. God damn it. And it is incredible how well they have that those boss fights completely memorized. It's insane. But yeah, it's like, my question is it going to be like this where it's still in that style of not a talkie? Like, will it still be like when they say something, will it cut to a screen of what they said? Like an old Nickelodeon. Like, will it be something like that? I kind of hope so, but at the same time, if they don't, I'm fine with it.
I would imagine not. I would imagine that if they're going to have this as an animated series on there, that they would have voice acting and whatnot.
I kind of hope that they have voice acting.
That's true.
Because like, it might be a bit difficult for people to watch it. Like, my friend's son is 10, and he is the only person that I know personally who's beaten Cuphead. Every adult that's played it goes, I've gone to like maybe the devil, but I can't beat him. I mean, I know tons of people have beaten the game, but I'm saying like adults I personally know. But I can't imagine that 10-year-old kid going, yay, old style animation where we don't actually hear them talk. But here's what I do hope. So do you remember the old Mickey Mouse cartoons?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Where they had voices, but it was very like weird sounding.
It was like super staticky and like
I want that.
Yeah.
I want that.
I was like that. Yeah.
If you're going with the aesthetic, then sure.
That would be cool.
I think I saw like an image. It might have been just the promo art, but like I feel like they are going to change up how the animation's going to be,
Yeah, it's
Oh, please don't go away from the fucking 50s style. Like,
it's
don't do that.
supposed to be. I think they're gonna keep that same aesthetic, but I don't think it's gonna be completely hand drawn
Yes.
like the game was.
Yeah.
And then you see, I'm looking up articles. So apparently the Cuphead show is going to be done by Dave Wasson, who does Mickey Mouse shorts, and
Oh.
Cosmo Segerson, Rocco's Modern Life Static Cling. I don't. Is that like a Rocco movie or something?
Oh.
I think so.
Will serve as co-producers alongside the game's creators, Chad and Jared Moldenhauer.
Okay.
So the game devs are a part of this project, which is good.
Mhm.
So I think that they'll want to stay on track with what
Right.
the game was and the story.
I think having the game devs, the people who created the fucking game, and the guy who animated and illustrated everything, like on board, and them making it in-house essentially, but with people that actually know how to write a script for a show, like this is on track to being fucking awesome.
Absolutely.
Just straight up fucking awesome. So
and I think the change will be not the aesthetic, but just the animation style. I think that they will change it to a more modern animation style than the 30 squiggly line animation, because as we see on screen, like, and the talks they gave, like, that is a very hard art style to keep going for an entire show, let alone a game. It took.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at how long it took them from when they announced it to when it
What
came
if,
out.
what if, and hear me out on this, the game itself is designed to be a boss runner. Like, it really is. The side-scrolling levels that exist in the game were added way after they were already working on the game. So my question is this: could it be possible that this show takes place after the game, and it's about Cuphead and Mugman having to traverse through different eras of animation
That'd be cool.
to get something?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I could maybe see them doing a read. I could. I mean, there's so many avenues that they could take with this, and each avenue is pretty interesting. I personally would like them to go through the original story of the actual game, but where you have more characters, you get to know the bosses that you see, and like more like their backstory and like whatnot. I think that would be super cool, a retelling of the story.
Yeah.
I don't know that I agree with that, Roman, just because, like, the story of the game is lame. Like, there's nothing really there, and it's only a vehicle for boss fights. Like, okay, Cuphead and Mugman make a deal with the devil and fuck up, and now they have to get these contracts from people who have, gone like haven't paid up on their debt to the devil, and now they have to fight each person. I don't think that would work for an animated show, and I think the screenwriters would know that.
Yeah.
So it'd have to be a separate story, either before or after. And I honestly truly believe that if Cuphead and Mugman had to go through different styles of and different eras of animation, like they go into anime, and so then we get to see what Cuphead and Mugman look like in anime form, or they have to go into like 70 stretchy rubber animation.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be fucking rad. Or then they all of a sudden have to go into the early 2000s Cartoon Network animation.
Oh god. Yeah.
There's so many options, and it sounds so fucking rad, and I want it.
Yes, absolutely.
I hope that's what they do. If not, I genuinely hope that if they stay with the aesthetic and they just tell a story within that aesthetic, that it does take place after the game. Because again, the vehicle in which the game moves forward in, I can't imagine it working for a script. But then again, I've been proven wrong on that avenue as well. So
yeah. I'm excited. I cannot wait to see what happens. I'm on board. Cuphead is a beautiful game, and I would love to see more Cuphead. So any chance that I can get more Cuphead, I'm down for it.
Yeah, well, there's a DLC coming out soon for it.
That is true. I was thinking for a minute there, like, is this some way promoting the DLC? But then this show is probably going to be long after the DLC comes out. So
yeah, I think it's supposed to be the final DLC, if I remember correctly. Let me look it up.
We'll have to do a weird thing with the podcast I do with Josh and this podcast, where like I don't know. There has to be some weird cross.
Oh shit.
Situation.
Hey, it's too lewd.
We're gonna do.
Stop
We're
doing
gonna
that,
do.
Greg. Not on my stream.
We're gonna do a. God damn it! Like a crossover episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some shit like some way of a spelling contest. That's what Josh said in chat. Yeah, it'd be fun to like somehow make that cross promotion work, because we've talked about Cuphead multiple times on this podcast, multiple times, and you know, because the other podcast I do, in case you don't know, Josh and I watch 2 shows in their entirety on an internet streaming platform. We do it a lot in Netflix shows, and it'd be really funny if like we somehow, in some way, maybe Anthony watches the whole fucking thing and then as a goddamn guest on our podcast.
Yeah. Let the streams cross. Absolutely.
Don't say it like that, because then it sounds like you're sword fighting in front of a toilet.
Oh, God.
Awesome.